make it a double date.
What?
You heard what I said.
That's no place to take a girl on a date.
Alright, fellas. So, like Nick, I forget this second fella's name, but like Nick, he has a wingman. That's pretty good. I feel like having a wingman it's like having a personal trainer at the gym. It's your first week at the gym, you don't know what you're doing. So if you are not as experienced, I think a wingman or a friend who has more confidence in the area of women than you is pretty helpful. It's like a cheat code. Because if you go to the gym, I'm using this analogy and I'm eating this shit up. If you go to the gym, you don't know what you're doing. You watch a video. You just watch YouTube videos on like the form, and okay, you're not really, you don't know what to do because you've never done it in field, in person. And this is why so many people have a personal trainer, because they have someone who has the experience to guide them and lead them and give them tips and, oh no, your form, you're not supposed to do that. You're gonna, you gotta fix it. You gotta do it like this type shit. So if you're one of those guys and you have a friend, if you're one of those guys who isn't that experienced or confident in women and he has a friend who is experienced, hey, y'all gotta link up and run some duos. So I feel like Nick is you guys and this is the other friend. But of course, if you just have yourself, you can be Nick, you can main Nick, and then you can be this guy like in your head. You can pretend to be him until you become him. But first thing I want to say is they said something about, I don't know the name. Oh, that's no place to take a girl. If you are actually that guy, well, you can take her anywhere. You can take her to McDonald's and she'll have the time of her life. You want to know why? Because even though she went to McDonald's, it's not about McDonald's. I always say this, it's about the quality time with you. And if you just are that guy, if you are fucking Iman Ghazi or whatever, or she's gonna love to go to McDonald's. She'll be honored to go to McDonald's with a guy like Iman Ghazi, and more importantly, more impressively, a guy like me. And a guy like you. So,
Helping to fix up the
that
scavenger
character.
sale? Is it?
Why not?
On a first date?
First date?
Yeah. Well, Kay's a swell girl. I was thinking of calling her. Maybe ask her to the show Friday. Good picture, wagon train.
Well, hurry up and call her and let's get going. I still have to get my things yet.
See, this is interesting. This is one thing they get every single time. This is over 70 years old. I don't know if you guys got this part, but this dude is taking action immediately. I'm assuming he got her number a little bit ago, and he's calling her up. That's pretty much the move for anything. If you're like, oh, I don't know, she's giving me like mixed signals and all this shit. Oh, I don't know, she was saying something about, bro, call her the fuck up. And literally say, I'm obviously assuming with like the pretext of you got her number, she might be in your class, or you got her number, she was some cute chick at the mall, and you at least kind of knew each other a little bit. It's not like, oh, I just fucking got your number and ran away. Nevertheless, if you have some sort of familiarity, just call her up. And personally, for me, I like to FaceTime and get to know the person. But if you're familiar, you talked, oh yeah, I'm gonna call you later. And then you get her number, call her up, and get to the point. It depends on what strategy you want to go. If you want to go in loud and you're just like, fuck it, let's just run it up. I don't like all this FaceTime shit. I like to get to know people in person. See, it's not that scary. It's just another human being.
Or now?
Sure. You know the number, don't you?
Okay. What if she says no?
The worst thing that happens if she says no, what is it? Nothing. Nothing happens if she says no. This is like the biggest thing that I've seen. If she says no, it could be no right now. No, I'm not really interested right now. But it doesn't mean no forever. And even if she says no, who fucking cares, bro? Like, you got so many other fishes in the sea. She isn't special. And maybe, depending how you look at it, you might not be as special. Keep it a buck. You might be unique, but I don't... You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hello, Kay. This is Nick Baxter.
Oh, hello, Nick. How are you?
And this is her reaction every time when you call her, bro. Look at her face. Look at the way she smiles. She is waiting for you to call her. Of course you have rapport and you actually know each other. She's gonna be smiling, bro. If you left a good impression on her, she's waiting. This,
Say,
in my
Kay,
opinion, takes
next Friday,
is relevant.
would you like to see Wagon Train at the movies?
Still today.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nick. I suppose you've got your mind made up to...
Red flag. You did something really wrong. Don't do this shit. Okay. You probably missed this because I was either talking or whatever. Do not go to the movies on the first date. Unless you're just trying to have fun. But here, I will not recommend that to the people. My target audience, I would not recommend that. Because you just sit there. Sure, you might like talk a little bit before and after, but all you do is watch something on a screen, which she does on the daily on Netflix. That's not fun, bro. You're basically throwing at it. I won't even do that. I don't even do that. I don't go to movies with chicks. Unless it's like a super, super rare occasion. If I'm going and hanging out with a chick, we're going to do something fun. Something that involves us.
You've seen it? She's already seen it.
Well, ask her about the scavenger sale. Go ahead.
Kay, you wouldn't want to help get the scavenger sale ready at the community center, would you?
Oh, I've been hearing about that. Yes, I'd like to very much.
You would? All right. I'll call for you then. About 7? Bye. I sure didn't think she'd go to a place like that for a date. Where's my racket?
I don't want to make this video too long. I'm gonna try to just hit the more important points. But you would be surprised that what chicks would want to do for the first date. Obviously, I'm assuming she's interested in this. She has an interest in the community center. She's involved in this, and so are you. So let's do it. So I don't know. For example, if you guys are in a church group, do something at the church first date. And it depends how you want to run it. If you want to run it in doubles because you want to take the pressure off of her because she, for some reason, you see her a lot and you don't want to create some weird vibe around you, you can be chill with it. Do like something in groups. But if you want to go one-on-one ISO, then, and you met her at somewhere, or maybe you just don't give a shit, you're going in loud, then yeah, I feel like ISO one-on-one date is chill. You have to, it's like you have to figure out which things that you like, what you prefer, what your game style is, and of course sometimes it depends on the context of the chick. So it's very, I don't mean to make that sound complicated, but you'll get the hang of it. It's like anything, you just gotta do it a million times and then it makes sense. And notice in the phone call how she said she did not say no. Oh, you want to go to the movies? She didn't say, oh no, I don't want to go. She said, oh, I already seen that movie. Whether she's white lying or not, that's fine. That's not the point. The point is she didn't say no. And whenever a chick does not say no, that is an opportunity for you to improvise. Oh, no, that's all right. I was actually thinking about doing this. I heard. So, it's an opportunity. If you say like, oh, she didn't say yes. She didn't take my time. But it's just an opportunity. Well, what are you doing Friday? Oh, I'm busy. Oh, never mind. I didn't want to hang out anyways. What the fuck? She said she's busy that day. Not that she didn't want to hang out. And of course, there's a difference between a chick who's just leading you on and versus who's actually busy.
Oh, ready?
You know, you better think some more, fellow, about what to do on a date.
Do you think she'll have a good time? What do you suppose I'll have to do? You know who all's
Now, you may not have thought of this sort of thing as a place to take a date, but it looks like it could be fun. A group doing things together. Pretty good idea for a first date. Plenty to do, plenty of people to talk to.
Personally, for me, I would not do a group effort, a group project, because this is a date. This isn't like, oh, you know, I mean, I'm assuming it's more formally a date. This seems like an informal type date where, oh, you interested in me, you were in my class, I'm just testing the waters with you because I haven't really talked to you, and I want to see if, I want to dip my foot in there just to see how you are like, how you interact with people. I think that's a fine example. And then when you get to know people, of the person after something like this, then you formally go on a one-on-one date. I don't know why I can't talk. It's too fucking early. So,
But let's see if Nick and Kay are enjoying it.
No amount of stuff can make this thing look any older.
Boy, that is an old timer.
Hey, Nick, can you help me put this sign up?
Oh, sure.
I can't quite reach that far.
How's this?
That's about right.
Thanks. Say, Kay, are you really having a good time?
Of course I am. I'm glad you thought of coming here.
So am I. I mean...
and you notice how nice she is? I don't know if a lot of girls are like her nowadays, but she's just polite. She could be like, this is kind of boring, but since I'm with you, I'm having an amazing time. Chicks are really like this. And I don't want to compare too much of like the inflation of this, because this was like 70 years ago. But I feel like that's a pretty good vibe. I think that doing an activity is pretty good. Doing an activity is a fair compensation of doing a group thing. Y'all are having fun, y'all kicking it.
Yes, it was a good idea.
Okay. How about helping with refreshments for the day?
All right. See you later.
Oh, yeah, oh, sure.
And yeah,
Got any more tacks?
they're separated.
I think
So
they're over there by the door.
pros and cons of doing something like this.
Yes, it was a good idea to come here. How does Jeff get ideas like that? Hey, what's this? Maybe this is where Jeff gets ideas. A list of coming activities. A bike trip. That could be a lot of fun. A chance to do things with a group, to get acquainted. It does look like a good time, if your partner likes it. Would Kay enjoy a bike trip? Or a weenie roast? Another group date. A chance to learn the give and take of working and playing together. Not much arranging needed, not much expense.
I don't really do like back-to-back group dates. Of course, there are some times for group dates and sometimes for not. I'm just taking the context of this is a chick you actually want to go get to know. Too many group dates, it might just seem like you want to just be friends. I think this is a good idea of having a list of things that you want to do. List of dates that you want to do. Being prepared. Having a date playbook of things that you frequent, dates that you frequent is pretty good. Having it planned out, like you've done it a million times, is pretty good because you don't want to be like, oh, what do you want to do now? I feel like the effortlessness of just shorty going there, you guys having a good time, and you knowing what to do, or at least some idea, pretty good.
And that can be important. Could be a fine date, if Kay would like it. Wonder if she'd like to go to a baseball game. A date that's not too involved, one you can carry through comfortably. And there are all sorts of other sports events, inexpensive dates, most of them. Swimming meets, for example. You can find many good ideas for dates. Dates that give you a good chance to get acquainted. And dates that you don't have to worry too much about in advance.
But yeah, I wouldn't really try that hard. With the, oh, we're gonna go to a baseball game. That's like, that's later, man. I feel like swim meet, of course, you can take an accountable, of course you can take what she wants to do. I'd just say have fun. Do stuff that you like on the first few dates. See, guys could be into some weird stuff, so don't take that too seriously. Don't take that too literally. Literal.
It was a good deal coming here tonight, double dating with Jeff and Phyllis. When all four are good friends and enjoy the same things, double dates can be lots of fun.
And you know
Or
what?
you can ask Kate.
I'm gonna say it. I feel like nowadays y'all aren't buddy with you and your shorty and your friend and his shorty. I feel like that's one thing that we don't see nowadays. That is outdated. Going on double dates, like what they're doing. And of course, you guys want to have your own free time. And maybe I stand corrected. You're like, oh yeah, no, I do this all the time.
It's with you alone, if you plan for what she enjoys.
Hey, you loafer. What are you doing over there?
Be right there.
Fine thing. As soon as Kay isn't around to supervise, you go off on a vacation.
You know, Maestro, I don't think your date ideas are so original.
What?
About what to do on a date, I mean. But what I'd like to know is, how can you figure out what a girl would like to do? A certain girl, I mean.
Well, you might ask her.
Facts. I
Yeah,
didn't think
Nick's
about
looking
that.
for you. Is he good company? He always seems so quiet.
We get along all right. He's got a good sense of humor, and we haven't run out of things to say yet.
He's kind of cute. You gonna date him again?
I don't know. Besides, he hasn't asked me. George, get out of there.
I'm hungry.
That's one thing. One thing that I know. I feel like the term date has gone like out of style. Everyone's not really dating anymore. It's more of just hanging out. So I feel like we diluted that shit. We're just hanging out. Oh, we're just having fun. So that goes to show the polarity between today and back then. I feel like obviously there's differences, but we can see just how these people act. There are a lot of similarities, but the inflation and just fucking dating, etc., is just night and day.
You want to do something, take the Cokes out there.
Okay, come on, hurry up.
All set?
I think so. Come and get it, everybody.
Come on, we eat. Let's go.
Eat at your own grip.
Hi, stranger.
I decided to come out of hiding.
Say, this looks good. You make the sandwiches?
Flattery will get you no place.
Boy, this one is for one.
Where should we go? Drive.
How about over here?
Oh, fine.
Your table, madame.
Thank you, sir. This is fun, isn't it?
Yeah. You're sure you like to do things like this?
Sure.
I thought all girls wanted fellas to take them to fancy places, spend lots of money.
Not this girl.
The wrong ones do. If a chick is down to go and do anything with you, of course, with the exception of, oh, she's pretty cool, I want to take her and do this, because I'll fuck with her. And of course, I'm not talking about fucking the millionaire dudes who are banging these supermodels who are like, yeah, let's go to fucking whatever on the first date in this nice restaurant. I'm talking about college students and shit. And honestly, do you even want a chick who is like, oh, if we're not going to this fucking restaurant, I'm not fucking with you. Oh, if we're not doing this $100 thing on the first date. I don't know. To me, that's up to you personally. Me, I like a person who's authentic. Of course, it's different if you're like some bum who cannot afford it and you're trying to bag this super fucking shorty who gets a lot of attention. Difference. I'm kind of talking vague, but I just want to finish this shit. I don't want to make this too long.
You know, I sort of like things like this, too. You won't laugh. I like to go on bicycle trips, too. Do you?
And miniature golf. You like that.
Yeah, and weenie roasts and square dances.
And baseball games and taffy pull. I think they're swell.
Say, you like to do lots of things, don't you? Say, Kay, next Friday there's going to be a weenie roast, or there'll be a bowling party if you'd rather do that. Or we could go to the band concert.
Oh, I'd enjoy going to the weenie roast very much. Unless you'd rather go bowling.
No, I'd rather go to the weenie roast. If Jeff goes with Phyllis, we could double date with them.
Hey, Nick, hey, come on, we're gonna break open the ice cream.
Okay, be right there. Is it all right then, about Friday?
Yes, Nick. It's a date.
Yes, there are lots of things to do on dates. If you know how to look for them, if you plan them with the other person in mind, and if you really try to make sure each date's a good time. If you do these things, you'll know what to do on your date.
But facts, it really is not that hard. I agree with what the commentator said at the end. It really is not that hard. Most of the time, you're just in your own head. You're not familiar how to do this. You're not comfortable. Trust yourself. And obviously this whole thing is romanticized and fucking Hollywooded up. This is the 1950s, like some film on how to do a date. It's not gonna, don't have this in your head. Oh, it's gonna go like this, and then we're gonna do this and this and this. Don't fantasize about how it's going to look, or like you guys kissing or shit. Don't fucking, just honestly have low expectations of the date, but in a good way. You go there, oh, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna get to know this person, and you know what? If she's just like a snoozer, doesn't really have a personality, or we don't have a lot in common, I'm gonna have fun regardless, because that's what dates should be. If you're on a date, this is what goes through my head. If I'm on a date and the person doesn't have a lot in common, I'll just have fun. Like, I do whatever. It's not throwing, I'm just having fun. Oh, we're gonna do this. Tease talk. So yeah, I mean, go on a date, have fun. Do it a few times. Review what you did good, what you didn't, what you could do better. Plan it out. Planning it out is probably the best thing that you could do. Because you don't want to be, where do you want to go? Like, literally communicate. Talk. This is one thing that I don't think y'all get anymore, which is fucking pathetic and also funny. 1, women in person. Y'all are too scared to talk to women in person. 2, communicate. This Nick guy, he communicated with her flawlessly. And even though he might have been uncertain, she was supporting in him and enthusiastic, which is what you want, in my opinion, for a partner. And the term date it's so diluted. Oh, I just want to hang out. I just want to be friends with the benefits and shit. Y'all aren't dating. Y'all are just hanging out and having fun. So, a lot has changed. The culture has changed. And I think we can at least take a lot of good foundations from this traditional way of going on dates. And of course, a lot has changed, and we must adjust with the inflation. But the moral of the story is be intentional with who you want to go to. Go out with. Do something fun that you enjoy, that you're familiar with. And just go have fun, man. Don't care about, oh, I really want her to date me. I really want to impress her. Or you will impress her as long as you... It's like when you're doing something, it's like you're driving and you're like, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. You're going to have a higher chance of crashing, you dumbass, than just drive on the street, look at the road, and have fun. Or like focus. So, I think at least you all can take some important information from this hood classic. This classic. Your grandparents watched this. And now your grandparents are they have a happy relationship. And then there's you. No, I'm joking. But